The room was warm and buzzing with chatter, silverware clinking softly against fine china as Senator John Kennedy sat down to a well-prepared dinner at a local charity fundraiser. The air smelled of roasted chicken and fresh bread, and laughter floated across the tables. It was supposed to be an evening of calm, a break from the relentless battles of politics and the heavy burdens of public life. But in the very instant his fork hovered over the plate, a shrill voice pierced through the laughter. "Don't eat that!" Every head in the hall turned. At first, the words sounded like a prank, but when Senator Kennedy froze mid-bite, the urgency in the young boy's voice was undeniable. There he stood, ragged clothes, dirt-stained cheeks, no older than 12. His wide eyes were filled with fear, not mischief. The sight of him seemed out of place in a hall filled with polished shoes and expensive suits, but his voice carried a power that silenced even the loudest donors. John set his fork down slowly, his brow furrowed. "Son, what do you mean?" he asked, his Louisiana drawl calm but steady. The boy's lips trembled as he stepped closer, his bare feet padding against the marble floor. "The food, it's spoiled. I know because I used to eat from the back of the restaurant that donated this. They've been throwing out bad meat for weeks." The room gasped. Some chuckled nervously, dismissing him as just a homeless kid desperate for attention. But Kennedy didn't laugh. He looked into the boy's eyes and saw something that stopped him cold: truth. It wasn't the kind of truth you read in reports or hear in polished testimonies. It was the raw, painful truth of someone who had lived through hunger and desperation. John waved over the chef, who defensively denied any wrongdoing. Yet, on inspection, a faint sour smell wafted from the food. Suddenly, the laughter in the room vanished. The senator leaned back in his chair, stunned. This child, a boy no one wanted to listen to, had just saved him and possibly dozens of others from harm. But the story didn't end there. After the dinner unraveled, Kennedy found the boy sitting alone outside, hugging his knees against the cold. He walked up quietly, placing his jacket over the boy's thin shoulders. "What's your name, son?" Kennedy asked softly. "Eli," the boy whispered, eyes fixed on the pavement. "I didn't mean to ruin your party. I just couldn't let you, you know." His voice cracked. John knelt beside him. "You didn't ruin anything. You saved lives tonight." For the first time, Eli lifted his head. His eyes brimmed with tears, but there was a flicker of pride. Still, he hesitated before speaking again. "Nobody listens to kids like me. They just walk past. I didn't think you would, either." That moment struck Kennedy harder than any political fight ever had. This boy wasn't just hungry for food, he was hungry to be seen, to be heard, to matter. Over the following weeks, Kennedy kept in touch with Eli. He learned